So Jimmy, in thinking about just that breakdown of internally delivered or people delivering the message who are internal to the company versus maybe external experts, and I know the network provides kind of training and education on a range of topics.
Right.
Do you see clients these days? Is there any more or less focus, I guess, on that customized or tailored piece? And if there is, I mean, I know there's always been some. Is that going up? Is it going down? And maybe even speak to, just in your opinion, what is that perfect balance? Is that balance 50-50, 80-20, 20-80? What would, in a perfect world, what would that breakdown be?
Well, I think there has to be, sort of the approach of you've got to cover the topic as a foundation, right? You've got to establish sort of those foundational pillars around whatever topic you're talking about, whether it be anti-bribery or whether it be about harassment or anything else. You need to have, sort of that establishment that really comes from more of a general approach of, hey, here's the points that I really need to cover.
Right.
Not thinking about laws specifically, but thinking about, what do you really need to communicate to those employees? What do they need to understand? But I think what we're seeing a lot more of, and I think this is, very targeted to certain industries, are seeing a lot more sort of evidence of needing that slightly more customized training. And it's not customized in the sense that, that they want to do everything that's just about branding or things like that. But it's really customized to the type of scenarios that those specific target employee groups might be in. So when you think about it, it's I think in the past we used to think about compliance training as that generality. Right. How do I put out there here's general information about what the law says you can and cannot do, and here's maybe some general scenarios that might illustrate that. But today we're seeing a lot more clients walk down the path of, hey, I'm a pharmaceutical company and I'm targeting, our pharmaceutical sales reps and specifically, their activity in how they market,
Right.
drugs. And
Right.
so they want a scenario that very much targets that specific group of people and,
Right.
and an activity they may be doing on a daily basis.
Right.
So that they get, sort of that embodiment of, oh, yeah, this is where I go through every day, and yeah, that stuff really does come up. I didn't realize that was a risk or that was, a topic of contention. And so when you think about, sort of driving that particular kind of customization, it's now sort of beyond, just sort of looks and feels for the training, but it's really about that scenario and what does that scenario really portray for the organization.